Hello guys and welcome to this video. Today I'll show you two games. First game against Kassadin, second game against Hwei. Hope you enjoy. Start the lane off by attacking the minions. You want to get level 2 first. Harass him with Q every time he walks up. Weaving in auto attacks is also very valuable to poke him down. You can see how low he's already getting, just from my early aggression. Stack up 2 to 3 waves and crash it on the tower to harass. Make sure to only auto attack him once his Q shield is up. You don't want to be using Q when he has a magic shield. Place a ward on Raptors so you know where jungle is pathing. I can see Raptors is down. There's a high chance it's just pathing topside full clear into top gank or mid gank. So watch out from topside in like 30 seconds. Try and deny some CS on the tower here. Also chunk his HP bar. Hold your Q until shield is gone and then Q. Again, hold your Q until the shield is down to get the most value on the trade. CC Wukong for your team, so walk with E here for RD. Walk with him, root him so Lee Sin can land his Q guaranteed and it's a free kill. Kassadin is walking back in a straight line. I have a feeling he's gonna base, right? So I push this wave so he loses minions and try to stop his base with W. Now he needs to stay right so we can harass him a bit more. Try and deny him even more CS. Hold your Q here until shield is gone. Now he's so low HP that he needs to base on this cannon wave. So just quickly push this in and go recall, spend your money yourself. I'm gonna rush Malignance this game. Honestly having great success with Malignance Rush. It's just a very cheap mana item that has a lot of stats attached to it. Here I commit the mistake of queuing and you can see it does nothing when he uses his magic shield. That is why it's so important in the Kassadin matchup to try and hold your Q until his shield is down. The wave is pushing to me. I want to hold a freeze on this guy so he loses XP, right? Kassadin wants to scale up. He doesn't like if you pull freezes on the early game and deny him creeps, right? Try and put him behind the golden XP. I'm gonna try and poke him every time he walks up. And he needs to walk far up because the wave is bad for him. The wave is in fact so bad that he actually needs to walk so far up that I can set up ganks very easily for my jungler, right? So now he's dead. Don't want to hold freezes any longer. So just push out this wave. Make him bleed CS on the tower instead. I'm gonna take one plate. And now we have secured a real lead on this guy. I bite a bit more than I can chew, and I end up staying a little too long, so now I actually take a very bad trade, right? I need to ghost away from this Scar now. I cancel my base, because it's not a cannon wave, and I have Lee Sin coming, so I can bait this Kassadin in. With Kassadin dead now, I try to push out the wave so I can get a very nice base. Wukong interferes, but I need to base here regardless no matter what, so just base, spend your money. I come back to the lane, and at this point in the game, around level 8 or 9, it doesn't really matter to freeze anymore. What you want instead is just permanently mid prio, so you can do plays with your jungler and so your jungler can invade, take objectives, etc. because you have first move on mid lane. So just keep perma pushing, hitting for plates, harass him on the tower. Look at my movement here, I'm stepping back and forth, I'm trying to bait him to ult onto me and he falls for it, right? So now he ulted forward without hitting me, so now I can get a good trade in on him. He needs to fall back now. Quickly push out this wave so he loses this on the tower and then go recall, spend your money yourself. You get the best base because you based last, okay? You got to spend more gold than him on your recall. I return to mid, push out the mid wave, and now I'm actually looking for this bot play because I can see enemy bot is overextending and I have Ghost, right? And a full item in Malignance, so I'm actually very strong compared to the rest of the champions in the game. And since I see enemy engaging, I'm gonna just head straight down there, even with Kassadin following in my tail. Okay, I can outrun him with Ghost, and I need to keep moving forward now, since I'm getting sandwiched from both sides. I hook Ashe and I just keep running Seraphine down. Just keep running at them, you are so fast with Ghost. I even managed to catch Wukong here. And now, with Lee Sin coming in, it's an easy dive here to clean up the rest of the gang. Before you recall, make sure to push out your bot laner's wave. They would appreciate that, so they don't come back to a bad wave. I'm gonna start buying towards the Rylai's now. And I'm getting plated scene caps this game. Mostly for Wukong and Ashe, but you can also opt for different shoes this game. There's not really any boots this game that is like a clear winner. So pick what you prefer. Just farming the side waves, hitting the tower to collect a lot of resources for myself. Help your team out with W's, zone enemies off, etc. Since we are so ahead right now, try and look for objectives with your jungler, so make sure the lanes are pushed out to give him an easy time. Now with 4-man bot side and Seraphine dead, this is an easy dive. Blitzcrank whiffs the hook though. This is the escape Lee Sin here. And you just need to fall back, regroup. And now with Rylai's, I'm incredibly strong in his team fight. I come into this fight, I have both sums right. So just pop Ghost, ult, and start cutting them. Look at this, man. Like, Malignance Rylai's is such a good 2-item power spike. Very cheap, a lot of stats and incredible team fighting. With objectives secured, I'm gonna recall spend the money, drop into the bot side again to collect the resources for myself so I can stay ahead. Wukong engages on me, let's pop ult even though his burst is pretty big here, remember I have played it. And once he's out of juice, he's no match for me, especially with Lee Sin nearby. I'm just gonna summon Hiral and start pressuring this tier 2 down in the bot side. Now starts a really good sequence from me and Lee Sin, where we're just playing together and dominating all the enemies that try and fight us. Just look at me and Lee Sin here in these next 30 seconds. Beautifully played. And now Kassadin TP's in. I guess he also wants the smoke. Very nice. Shortly after they FF. GG's, let's take a look at Swain versus Hwei in the mid lane. This is definitely much harder matchup than Kassadin. And since the enemies invaded, we invade into their side as well. And we try to catch their bot lane rotating down towards bot again. It's very important here, you do not throw out your E until he flashes. Be patient here, look, now he cannot get away, right? Picked up first blood to jungle, very nice. Gonna try and make it back to lane without getting hit, I do some nice dodges. This matchup is very difficult, the way is very oppressive in the hands of a good player. So I'm gonna do my best simply just to last hit and try and hit him once he steps inside the wave with E-extend like this for example. Look how easy it is to hit when there's minions close to him. But yeah, look at the damage, man. Very oppressive, it's definitely not gonna be easy. You could definitely go for stuff like teleport in this matchup. I think teleport is very nice against champions that are strong against Swain, just to get that free base and recall off without losing waves. He just pushed in the wave, it's highly likely he's gonna TP back or just run back. I need to push this next one really fast, so that's what I'm gonna do. He just came back with a TP. I need to follow him with this wave to make sure he doesn't pull a freeze. Look at this. Even though it looks kind of weird, I'm just taking a lot of damage, right? He's also killing the wave, so now I just run back. Next wave is cannon, right? We get a very nice base here. Now we get to base. I'm gonna get boots and refillable just to survive. Make sure to try and hit the cannon with W so you don't lose the golden XP. Support roll comes by with a visit. I'm just gonna ghost to make sure he doesn't get the knock up. Try and fight back. My pike is also here. I step up too much because I'm too confident with pike nearby. So I need to burn the flash. I get chunked again and I'm actually getting pretty angry at this point because it just went downhill when both support rolls came mid. Now I get a bad base and I lose waves. I come back, it's his Hwei just based. I'm gonna instantly shove next to it, so I walk up really far. Support roll comes out of nowhere, flash Qs me. I can push down to 1 HP. I do the glorious walk with E here. Get the HP from the passive so I live. Phase rush. Try to run as fast as you can. I dodge the Hwei W. I try juke again here. I instantly E to get the heal. So I'm actually surviving for much longer than I should have. We trade 1 for 1. It's not that bad. Swiftness boots are a must against Hwei, guys. Need to buy these. They will make it much easier to dodge his abilities and his slows are not that strong anymore. Stop his base with W, push the waves. I get actually 1 play, so I'm not that far behind anymore. And since I have Swifties now, it's gonna be much easier to survive in the laning phase. Now all I try to do is just match his push, or at least just collect the wave and then look for plays around the map. So I actually get a very nice timer here. When enemies are overextended, I ghost and run down with ultimate. And now I can clean them up. I am losing stuff mid, but it was definitely worth when you see an angle like this to go for a bot roam. Hwei pushes pretty fast. I'm just gonna try and queue the waves. If he steps up into the castles here, look for E extends just to get some stacks. Chunk him a bit, and mostly also just like to heal yourself so you survive easier. Pike is on his way, so I'm gonna play a little aggressive. I get the pull on him, I'm gonna pop ult, dodge his ultimate, kite a bit, slow him with R2, and now hopefully we can clean them up. Sadly my E connects onto Blitzcrank instead. And now Blitz flashes, Qs me into tower. I need to flash this root from Hwei, but I do have Malignance now. I'll push out the wave and recall. So my life is gonna be much easier now. I'm just gonna see Hwei running down, cut his path off with W to delay him to this roam. We're just doing some basic trading with Hwei. He actually steps up too far here, so I can place a W behind him, look, force him into me, close range. I'm gonna Q, and I almost used E. If I hit that E, I could ult, run him down. But he feared me, so I just run back. I can beat Hwei at this point, if we're both full HP. And I can hint my abilities. It just gets difficult if he's allowed to poke you down. So for now, I'm just gonna do my best to collect waves, collect resources, and wait until an opportunity arises. Sadly I get one tapped here and Viego starts to get his resets. I'm gonna build towards Sonya's now. Sonya's is extremely broken against champions like Viego, champs that want a reset. So I'm gonna drop into the side wave to collect some gold, some resources, because this item is very expensive. I end up fighting Hwei a bit, actually dodge his abilities really nicely, and I could kill him here if I manage to dodge that last fear. Just check bushes, see if he's still hiding, push out the wave, and recall. Actually, I have a lot of damage and healing from ultimate because of my heavy AP at this point. I kinda enjoy buying needlessly large rod, cause 70 AP is honestly pretty big. Like, it's almost the same AP as the Rylai's gives in total, right? My series is popping off this game, and that's a thing you really like to see on Swain, since that means you will have a hyper carry that you can frontline and create space for. I managed to run down Kai'Sa. I'm gonna head for Blitzcrank next, but since I see the TP channel, just get out of here. Don't overextend this. Just push out the wave, they can't do burn with their death timers. Drake is spawning soon. I'm gonna kill the mid wave and then group with team here. Look how strong I am in these fights. Just by running into them with Malignance, and since I have Sonya's, I can always just go golden if I get in trouble. Sadly, we don't really find anyone, so my ult runs out. But now enemies are kinda split up, and we catch Kai'Sa and Viego. They have 3 people on the bot side. I'm gonna just run towards them. Remember, I have Sonya's right, so I can take the first hit, and then when they try to kill me, I can always just go golden and let my team clean up. Luckily, it doesn't even come to that. We just chase them down and finish them off. Now with enemies on death timer, take objectives. I'm gonna preemptively move towards Baron already, since we want to fight for this as well. But since I'm already here, Kai'Sa doesn't expect this. I'm just gonna ult and walk with E, one-shot her quickly. And now Kai'Sa is on 40 seconds death timer. This will create a lot of space for us, and we can now force Baron, since we have a numbers advantage. We ace them. I'm gonna go base for Liandes here. We have a lot of burn damage now. And I drop into the top side, because we already have mid inhibitor. My team is on bot, so we're playing 4-1. But since my team are just going completely ham and they seem to be winning it, I'm gonna move down there. I have Ghost, right? I'm gonna cut off the enemies with W. And I'll flank the remaining champions with Ghost here, to finish them off, so we can end the game. Honestly, I'm having so much success with the Malignance build recently. Like, it's a very good rush item, gives insane amount of stats. It's paired very well with Rylai's, and it's very, very cheap. Thanks for watching.